Mike Norvell was right, and most FSU fans were dead wrong. Not once, not twice, but several times over. We're going to talk about some of those times today and why Mike Norvell deserves trust going forward. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out today and thanks for tuning into the video. Do me a favor, real quick, smash the subscribe button right here under me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as we start to talk about some of these things that Mike Norvell was right about. Mike Norvell was right about Ron Dugans, and a lot of fans didn't want him to be retained. A lot of fans didn't want Ron Dugans back after it looked like Norvell was trying to go in a different direction. But that's kind of worked out for him. The wide receivers are not only good this year, but they're a strength of the team. When you look at guys like Johnny Wilson and Malik McClain making plays and Kentron making plays, and of course Pokey and Michael Pittman and different ones, and that doesn't even include the Winston Wrights that you could get back. Mike Norvell was right about Ron. Also landed a 5-star wide receiver just a few days ago. And that room looks better than it has in a long time. Mike was right about sticking with Tate. He played lights out at Louisville, even though 99% of the fan base wanted him benched at halftime. Myself included, we were all screaming for Duffy. Mike left Tate in, and the Noles are 4-0 right now because of it. Mike was right about Randy Shannon. A lot of people questioned that hire. A lot of people thought that that was a bad hire to make, to move him from an off-field position into an on-field position. Look at the way our linebackers are playing right now. Look at Kalen DeLoach. Look at Tatum Bethune. Look at DJ Lundy. Look at Brendan Gant. Look at Blake Nicholson committing to the Noles. You get a little bit of an assist to Derek Ray there. But Mike was right about Randy Shannon. Mike was right to go all in on Jordan Travis. A lot of people said we should take another quarterback. We should go in a different direction. Mike Norvell put all of his eggs into one basket, and that basket was that he could develop Jordan Travis into being the quarterback that we all wished and hoped that he could become. Jordan Travis' confidence and the way that he stands in the pocket, delivers the ball, takes off running when he needs to, is something that I don't think any Noles fans would have expected 2 years ago watching that kid play. But Mike Norvell was right about Jordan Travis. Mike Norvell was right when it comes to taking guys in the transfer portal like Trey Benson. Obviously, coming off of an injury, guys didn't know how he would look. But when he came to Florida State and he worked out and Mike offered him a place at Florida State, fans thought he was wrong there. Fans thought he was damaged goods. And Trey Benson is an absolute star on this team. Took the kickoff back to open the game against Boston College, and the rest was history. Scored 3 touchdowns in that game. He's been phenomenal this season. Mike nailed it again. Mike was right on his other targets in the portal. Guys like Johnny Wilson, Micah Pittman. We'll see how Deuce Spann ends up factoring into this wide receiver core. And, of course, Winston Wright when you get him back. Mike was right there, too. Mike was right relying on the transfer portal, saying, hey, we need guys that can come in and make an impact now. Getting guys like Dylan Gibbons and Jermaine Johnson and Kier Thomas and Jared Verse and Micah Pittman and Johnny Wilson and Deuce Spann and Winston. The list goes on and on and on. Norvell has been right time and time and time again. And it was tough to see it in 2020. We were losing a lot of guys. We were losing a lot of games with guys on the roster that Mike didn't bring in. 2021, things seemed to get better, but there was still a lot of frustration. There were still losses that were head scratchers. And Mike said, trust me, there's a process. We're going to get to where we're going. I've not seen a Florida State team this bought in almost a decade. 2014, 2015 maybe. Not seen a team this locked in that believes this much in their coach in a long time. That includes the last couple of years of the Fisher era. Mike Norvell had a plan. There was a process being set up. There was a system in place to get us to where we are right now. A 4-0 start for the Noles, something that's not been done in 7 years by 3 different coaches, hadn't been done. Mike Norvell has us there. And he was right. He was right the entire time. I believe that he's earned the right for us to trust him, to say, yes, his intuition and his insight are correct. He does know what he's doing. He does plan it out and see farther than we can see. And he gets it right a whole lot more than he gets it wrong. Mike Norvell is not perfect by any means. But I think he's pretty damn good a lot of the time. I think he absolutely has a pulse on what needs to be done for Florida State football, and he's crushing it. And he has proven the fan base wrong time and 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 time again. I'm excited to see what he's able to do through the second and third parts of the season as we enter that second third of the season with a 4-0 record. Tough stretch of games coming up. Man, but if you don't trust Norvell now, when will you? Shoot me your comments down in the bottom. Love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear if you think I'm right, wrong, whatever. I'm with it. But I think that Mike Norvell has earned a ton of trust. And these are my reasons why Mike Norvell was right and most FSU fans were wrong. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the comments, the like, the thumbs up. Trust the process and the climb. We'll be back soon. Go Noles.